And last but certainly not least was a very in-depth discussion on the Charleston County Transportation Sales Tax program from 2004 to 2016 to the one coming up in this November to vote on. It's a referendum, which means the voters vote for it or they vote against it. So 2004, 2016 both passed. 2024 failed, and they're trying to get in 2026 in this November. So first, I want to start with some context. My rough estimate, at least 90% of the road projects from this sales tax are state-owned and managed roads. And guess who's supposed to maintain and improve state-owned managed roads? The state is, but the state does not have the money, which you'll see why in a second. So on the top right-hand side of the screen, you can see we're South Carolina's 40th in geography size, 23rd in population, 23rd state in the country, rank-wise. We have the fourth most miles of state-owned roads, not per capita, but literally the fourth most miles of state-owned roads in a really small state of geography. And then 30th, ranked 30th in state gas tax. Those last two bullets summarize the crux of our problem of why it's so hard to get our roads improved in municipalities, because the state does not bring in the revenue they need to maintain and improve all the roads that they own. So they've had to prioritize doing major projects like bridges around the state and interstates. Within municipalities, they don't have the money to do a whole lot. That is why Charleston County in 2004, I believe, was the first county to come up with the transportation sales tax. And then 5 other counties have followed suit since then. Because this is not just a Charleston County issue; it's an issue all over the state. So other counties have done the same thing because the state does not have the money to improve state roads within municipalities that are growing rapidly. South Carolina last year was the number one growth percentage state in the country. So that's why these sales taxes exist, and that's what they're there to primarily do, is fund state-owned infrastructure. You'll see in a second, it's also going to fund green space and public transportation. But this website, if you go take a QR code shot of that QR code or go to that website there on the bottom, this is an interactive map, and you can zoom in and look at your neighborhood, look at anywhere you want, and see how many state-owned roads there are in your area or anywhere in the state of South Carolina, because a picture's worth a million words when it comes to this. This is another picture of state-owned roads. These red roads on this map, this is Johns Island. There's a Stono River up to the top right, and then down to the bottom left from the river is all Johns Island. Those red roads are state-owned roads, so places that you wouldn't expect, like Plowground Road, Bohicket, at Edenvale, Brownswood, Murraywood, Fickling Hill, River Road, Cane Slash Road. I mean, just a lot of really, in a lot of cases, small roads that are state-owned roads that they do not have the money to widen, improve, etc. They have enough money to pave them, barely, but that's about it. So it falls on the county to try to find a way to make up for it. So that's what the sales tax is all about.